Hello, yogis. Welcome to our Kundalini practice. So today's class, we are going to do the Naam Kriya. And we're going to do Naam for 11 minutes with a 4-minute shavasana at the end. So Naam is, to me, like a meditation. And when we think about Satnam, we want to first think about what it means. Satnam in Sanskrit means truth is my essence. I am one with truth. So when we do this Satnam meditation or Satnam Kriya, we are aligning ourselves with our own personal truth. And I feel that that is so important for us to align with that which is true for us, but also to create the space for there to be many truths and for our truth to change and shift and evolve. So let's go ahead and tune in, and we'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll get into our practice. To tune in, we rub our palms together, and we open up our class, we open up the Kriya with an opening chant. And this opening chant is Om Namo, Guru Dev Namo, which means I bow to the teacher within, or I bow to the wisdom within. There are many different interpretations of this, but that's how I interpret it. I believe that there is inner wisdom within each of us. And our Kundalini practice, any practice of yoga, helps us to align with that inner wisdom. So again, Om Namo, Guru Dev Namo, and you can repeat it in your mind, you can chant it out loud, or you can say your own prayer or interpretation of. Let's bring the thumbs, tuck them into the sternum, take a deep breath in, get tall from the sitting bones through the crown of the head. And open mouth, exhale, breathe it out, let it go. And again, 2 more times. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, breathe it out, let it go. 1 more big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, breathe it out. And let's chant. Big breath in. Om Namo Namo Om Namo Namo Om Namo Namo. Taking a moment to bow to that inner teacher, that inner wisdom, and invite it to come through today's practice. So again, Satnam means truth is my essence. I am one with truth. For our Satnam practice, we utilize the breath of fire, or we pump with our navel, and we breathe in and out through the nose. So we'll practice that first, and then we'll get into the posture itself. So we'll practice the breath first. So you can either stick out your tongue and kind of pant. And as you're panting, you're feeling that pumping of the navel. Another way to engage, and then once you feel that pumping of the navel and you have that momentum, you can close the mouth and just keep that breath going. Another option is to imagine that you're blowing out candles with your nose. And again, you're looking for that pumping of the navel. Now, for the body position, you can utilize your props. So I have a block and a bolster. Sometimes we're coming into our hero's pose. Sometimes I like to place the block underneath my hips and sit under, like with the block underneath, and bring the legs together. That helps me to be more aware of the low back. And with our time frame of this being 11 minutes, you may want that extra stability. Now, if sitting on the knees like this is challenging, you can also bring the bolster in and kind of straddle that bolster and sit on it. And that might bring just enough relief underneath the knees, the shins, and create a little bit more. Now, if sitting on the knees or sitting in your hero's pose doesn't work for you, there's always the option to sit cross-legged or an easy seat or any other seated posture. You can even do this in a chair if that feels more comfortable for your body. So find what is sustainable. Again, 11 minutes. So you want a posture that's sustainable in your body, that you can stay up. And then we bring the hands together, clasp the fingers together, and leave the pointer fingers pointed up. And we ideally want the biceps next to the ears and kind of almost hugging into the ears. And then we engage that Ujjayi breath. So get yourself set up. I'm not going to use the bolster, but I am going to use the block. And I want that tailbone, I want my sitting bones to be connected and get nice and tall. And I'm going to set a timer and actually time this. And you repeat in your mind's eye, Sat Naam, Sat Naam. So as you're pumping the navel, pump in Sat, release Naam. Pump in Sat, release Naam. Sat Naam, Sat Naam, Sat Naam, Sat Naam. So, but you're repeating it in your mind's eye. Here we go. Get stable in your hero's pose. Reach the arms up, clasp the fingers together, pointer fingers point up. Hug those elbows in, close down the eyes, bring that gaze to the third eye space, and either start with that pant with the tongue out so that you can feel that navel pump, or just start with your breath of fire, pumping the navel, repeating Sat Nam in your mind's eye. Sat Nam, Sat. You can say it out loud too if that makes it easier for you to focus. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. You can find your own pace that you repeat this at. Eyes closed, gaze at the space in between your brows. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. If at any time you need to bring the hands down, see if you can keep the chant going and keep the pumping of the navel going, even if you let the hands come to rest on the thighs or down by your side. And if you decide to bring the hands down, see if you can continue to visualize the hands overhead in this position. Sat, 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 sat. So there is no rush if you want to slow down your chant pace or slow down the pumping. And what I like to imagine is that this is pumping energy through the spine, up the spine into the skull, down the spine to the tailbone, and all the way up and down, pumping that energy. And our navel point is our point of willpower. It's our point of determination. It's our point of purpose. And so as we're pumping this navel energy throughout the body, as we're pumping the navel, We're sending that purpose and willpower throughout the body. Keep it up. We're 3 minutes in. Sat. Maybe you're starting to feel some heat. Maybe you've been feeling heat for a while. As we pump this navel, we send that internal heat, that passion, that purpose throughout the body. Sat, 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 nam, 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 sat, nam. We're 5 minutes in. Sat nam. Eyes closed, gaze at that third eye point. Again, if you need to release the hands down, know that that's okay. Visualize them up and bring them up when you feel ready. Nam, sat, 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 nam, sat. Sat nam, 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 sat. Sat. Over halfway there. Stay strong, stay consistent. You got it. Keep pumping that navel. When you draw it in, Sat. When you release it, Nam. Sat nam, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam. We have 3 minutes left. Sat nam, 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 sat nam. We're almost there. We have 2 minutes left. You got it. 1 more minute. Keep pulsing. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Finish strong. Eyes are closed. Focus on that pumping of the navel. Thirty more seconds. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Let's inhale Sat, suspend the breath, pull up and in, suspend the breath. And exhale Nam, let the hands come down through the energy field. Let the hands come down. Take the hands, place them on the knees, and let's just take a moment and roll out the shoulders. So good. Take any kind of organic movement that you need in this moment. Whew. And shift yourself down onto your back. As you come onto your back, I recommend drawing the knees into the chest. And take a moment to shift your knees from side to side. And extend your legs out long. Let your hands come down by your side. Get yourself comfortable here. So however you need to do that, if lying flat on your back is not the way, that's okay. And we're going to settle into this final resting pose for 4 minutes. I'm going to let my voice fall quiet and just allow yourself to be absorbed by your practice. Give yourself permission to let go. Take a deep breath in and start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out your wrists and ankles. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your knees and gently rock from side to side. Grab the backs of your legs and rock front to back 3 times as you rock yourself up into a seated position. Take a moment to acknowledge how you feel in this moment, physically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe you can feel a lightness. Maybe in today's practice, you had an aha moment. Maybe you met a new piece of truth. Maybe you didn't enjoy any aspect of this, and know that that's okay too. There might be wisdom and truth in that. I believe that our practice reveals truth to us, reveals wisdom to us in many different ways. I love sharing this practice with others. Kundalini Yoga is definitely a passion of mine. Let's close out our practice with the longtime sun blessing and one long Sat Nam. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Deep breath in. Sun Nam. Again, my name is Jill Enticknap, the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio. If you enjoyed this class, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, so that you can come back to it anytime you feel like you want to realign with your personal truth. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. Until we meet again, may your light be your guide.